responsibility to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States.
So help you God?
So help me God.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
This hour, my friends, democracy has prevailed. Let's start afresh. Let's begin to listen to one another again. Hear one another. See one another. Show respect to one another.
He's a good man. And in my world, that's the best thing you can say about somebody. I think he's the perfect person for the time.
Today, we mark the swearing in of Vice President Kamala Harris.
So help me God.
Don't tell me things can't change.
I believe Kamala is the key to uniting us. Being a woman of color and the diversity that she brings to this office is what we need as a country.
True strength is measured not by who you beat down, it is measured by who you lift up.
I am one of the 11 million undocumented immigrants living in the shadows of the United States. I am actually very full of hope because I really think that change is fast approaching.
History, faith, and reason show the way. We can see each other not as adversaries, but as neighbors.
I don't think that, our country can take much more infighting. I'm an American before I'm a Republican, and so I want him to do well. I want our country to be successful.
I pledge this to you. I will be a president for all Americans. All Americans.
Good evening. It was a day of new beginnings and sacred traditions. The peaceful transition of power from one president to the next. And for the very first time, the Vice President of the United States is a woman. At 78, Joseph Robinette Biden, Jr. of Delaware is the oldest man ever to serve as president and one of the most experienced. 56-year-old Kamala Devi Harris of California makes history, not only as the first female vice president, but the first Black and South Asian American as well. They were sworn in with unprecedented security at the U.S. Capitol 2 weeks after it was stormed by supporters of President Trump. This new administration faces a world of challenges, chief among them the pandemic. In his inaugural address, President Biden called for unity. But there's no greater sign of America's deep divisions than President Trump's decision to skip the swearing in of his successor. Mr. Trump has never accepted his defeat, and neither have many of his supporters. President Biden has a long to-do list, and near the top is immigration. On his first day in office, he lifted the Muslim travel ban. He's proposing a path to citizenship for millions of undocumented people, and he's expected to take action to help reunite migrant families separated at the border. Welcome news from many immigrants. When Francis Bellamy was writing his first draft of the Pledge of Allegiance, he struggled with one phrase more than any other. How, he wondered, do you describe concisely the United States of America? His answer in 3 words: one nation, indivisible. For despite our many differences, we are united by common goals, including free and fair elections, peaceful transfers of power, and yes, liberty and justice for all. The celebrations of the 59th inaugural continue now with a star-studded special. Celebrating America, hosted by Tom Hanks, is next here on CBS. I'm Norah O'Donnell. Good night.